Good morning. It's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, click the little blue button. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified. While you're thinking about it, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. I appreciate it. It's like gold, you guys. Like you doing that helps the videos a lot and helps the channel a lot. Helps me. So it's like a free way of going, hey, we like you. Keep doing it. Today is another doom pile project. And you're going to look at it and you're going to be like, why did this take her so long to do? It's not hard. Why did she wait so long? Because it's annoying. So this lamp was my parents' lamp. My mom had it painted this very specific yellow color. It matched a lampshade that didn't quite fit with this. This is a very long shaft on this thing. So it needs a longer shade. And the shade she had was very short and it was in this color and she loved it. And that's all that mattered. But then now Dad has moved and he didn't want the lamp anymore. And I inherited the lamp and it went in the shop and it was very specific color. It didn't sell. And that shade was just hideous. It was hideous. I hated the shade. I need to find a shade that will suit this. And the only shades that I can find do not go with this color. And the only reason why it has taken me so bloody long to do this is because you know what it's like to paint a circle? It's like spindles on a chair. It's not my favorite thing to do. But here we are. We are painting this bad boy. You can see I had a price tag on it at one time. Let's get that off there. Ugh. I am having wicked vertigo for the last 2 days. So I am nauseous and I feel like vomiting. And I want to fall over. Believe me, that's heaps of fun. So if you see me and I'm turning like this, not moving my head, and I look like this way. I'm trying really hard not to fall to pieces over here. This is dirty. It's been in here a while. So I have to brush it off and get it cleaned up here. You know, just take an old paintbrush and get brushed off. I'm going to rub it with the damp cloth, but I want to get the bulk of the dust off of it by just brushing it off. This is one of those situations where obviously it matched her decor. She loved it. That's all that matters. If you have something and you're like, oh, I can't paint it orange, go ahead and paint it orange. If it works for your decor, don't worry about the next person. Let them handle the next thing. Let people like me suffer with it. It's fine. I should have just done it years ago. I mean, I've had it in my inventory for a couple years now. Mom passed away, what, 4 years ago? It's been a few years in my inventory then. You know what? Then that piece that I did the other day is probably more like 8 years old, 9 years old. Shh. Hoot. Oh, some old projects in here. Time flies, y'all. As soon as you have kids. And every one of you is like, yep. Anyone with kids is like, yeah, it does. You can't keep track of time anymore. So I had made an attempt to sell this, but it worked for her and she loved it. And that's all that matters. But it can't be in my inventory anymore. And I need to find a decent lampshade for it. And the only decent lampshades I can find, I have a green one. It's like green and white that would fit it perfectly. It's in my inventory already. I don't want to have to buy another lampshade. I've got like 3 or 4 actual lampshades out there that would go great if this was more neutral. So I'm going to make this white, of course, because I've been painting white lately. I could make it a beige. I could make it a gray. Again, the gray becomes very specific. Beige, I wouldn't have beige. I would have white. I could try a metallic, but then do I do gold? Do I do silver? It is going to be warm enough to spray today. I could do a silver. No. Because the lampshades that I have are I have a cottagey one, and I have a more modern one that is green and white, and it's like the white would just be perfect for about 4 of the lampshades I already have in inventory. So let's just go with white, get a price tag on it, get a new lampshade on it. If that lampshade doesn't work, grab a different lampshade and try again, right? So the thing is too, this is white, so painting this white will make this, if the lampshade doesn't quite cover the whole shaft, not look weird. I don't know why this is so freaking long. This, to me, feels like an OG ad. I love you, Dad, but sometimes you do weird things. And doesn't look like he took it apart, so maybe it's not him. But this feels like a candle sleeve for a chandelier. You know, those long candle sleeves on chandeliers. It doesn't feel like it should belong to this base, but we've got it. We're gonna make it work. So if I make this white to match this, then any shade I put on, it's not gonna look weird, right? It's gonna be fine. Maybe, well, if I do a glaze over it, then it definitely becomes more of a cottagey feel. We could commit to the cottage lampshade. Let me go get it. Let's see how it looks. Good thing I checked, because we used the cottage one on the punch tin lamp that I did, and I believe it sold because I don't have it anymore. So this is what I got. I also have a pink one that's very similar to this and a little bit longer, but I think I'm going to commit to this one. And the white would be perfect, right? So like, it's just so cute. It would be actually really cute for spring right now to have the green. I think it kind of works. And it's one of those ones that just sits on the lamp. And we're committing to this one. I knew I had this one. I like this shade very much, but it just hasn't worked on anything that I've purchased. So we're going to use this one as our go-to. And we're going to neutralize that and make it white. And one more doom pile project off the shelf. I have another lamp in here somewhere. That's going to be another doom pile project. We're certainly getting our use out of this flat white paint. That's for sure. White paint is one of those things I will always have in stock. I also always have black in stock, because inevitably customers are like, can you just paint it white? Can you paint it black? Plus, white and black will darken or lighten any paint that you have, and which I don't do much of. Wish I did more mixing. My customers are very basic. Very basic. White is nice because it neutralizes anything. So if I run out of white this year, this will be my exception to I'm not buying. White will be the exception. We're just going to go after it. This was an Annie Sloan chalk paint that the OG had. The OG and I were totally into the Annie Sloan. He loved it. He took a class. I didn't send him. He took a class on his own. And he's like, I took this class. And it was right after he retired and needed something to do. So my mom was like, get out and take a class before I kill you. Because he needs stuff to do. He can't be sitting doing nothing. Even in Arizona. Got a dog hair here. Even in Arizona, the OG is, he's working on cars down there. So he's restoring old cars right now. He has two Novas, two 1970s Novas that he's restoring. And then he sells them and gets another one. So he's keeping busy, guys. He's not just sitting there waiting to die. He's doing stuff. Which you had to know. I mean, you met him. For those of you who don't know, the OG is my dad, because there's a few new people. He kind of taught me everything I know. And he did work with me for a while. He's still my go-to if I'm ever lost and going, what in the world did I get myself into? We call the OG. He says the OG stands for old guy. But he is the master of all of this stuff. Like, he taught me everything I know. And if there's men watching and you haven't put tools in your daughter's hands, you need to get those tools in your daughter's hands. Let that dry and we'll come back and give it another coat. It's already looking better. Another project, almost done. I'm happy to get this one done because it's a functional lamp. Everybody needs a lamp, right? And I'm almost out of lighting in my booth. People bought the old lamps and I was like, oh. All right then. So let's just set this aside for now, and while that dries, I'll find another project to work on. We are back for coat 2, and it definitely needs it. So you can see down there, it's not exactly coated completely. Just needs a coat 2. Now my brush is wet because this is a matte paint that we're working with. Just helps smooth it out a little bit. That's a little too wet, actually. Oh, yeah. I went a little nutty with my water. I washed the brush and then I thought, oh, I don't want it to be wet. Now you should shake it out a little bit there, Stacy. That's just a little too wet. Now I'm brushing up the excess water and then pulling it off the base so we don't have like a puddle sitting on our base here. Okay. Spindles, spindles, spindles. Okay. We'll let that dry and see if that orange peeks through again. Should have maybe primed it. Maybe Annie Sloan's orange is like, eh. And I don't care what her official name of that color. It's orange. All right, let it dry. All right, I took a hair dryer to it, and I do see that there is some spots down here on the base again that are discolored, and then a piece up here on the neck that doesn't, it's just like just a spot that I missed. So I'm gonna hit that real quick, and then I think she'll be done. I should have used a hair dryer a lot sooner in my life. Yeah, because that really sped things up for me. Hit this spot up here that I just like completely missed. because that's going to show. We definitely want that covered. This spot down here in the base is definitely glowing orange in my eyes. I think that's good. Let it dry, and then we'll see what it looks like with the lampshade. Are you ready to see the final product? Ah, cute. It's cute now. I'm going to plug it in here. Let's try it out. Okay, she's plugged in. Ready? And she works. Ooh, Margot. This is definitely going in the booth. We'll put a new price tag on her, and hopefully she finds a new home, but she's so much prettier now. I think a lot more people will be interested in her as opposed to the orange. So, plus, bonus, I get rid of a lampshade. Ah, that's awesome. This bulb's a little tall. Other than that, I think it's super duper cute. Thanks for watching, you guys. Happy junkin'. Bye. Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.